Hi everyone, this is Daisy and I hope you guys are doing good. I wanted to pop in here and do a video of my current planner setup. So just a couple of updates. So number one, I think if I remember well, I think my last video was sometime in May of 2020 and I was trying to get back into my planning and it was kind of hard. My brother had just passed away in April. So in April, my brother passed away, and it's been hard from that point on. And just trying to get back to things is kind of, as many of you know, when you lose someone that's really close to you that you love, it's really hard, to get back to your usual things. And so I've been struggling with getting back to my planning and stuff, and so here I am trying again. And so one of the things that I had told myself that I was going to do is that I was going to go back and finish my 2019-2020 planners, my Erin Condren planners, because I kind of started like a couple of pages here and there, and so I was putting a lot of pressure on myself trying to go back and finish all of them. And then I was talking to my husband and I asked him, his opinion about it, and he pretty much just told me, forget about those planners. There's no point in you going back and trying to backtrack, for you're gonna have so much missing information. And so he just said, just start fresh. And so here I am starting fresh, and here is my pocket setup. So this is a pocket Moterm. This planner was actually on eBay, and my husband bought it for me because he knows how much I like red, black and red. And as you can see, it's red on the inside, and that was kind of his little he always tries to encourage me to get back to the things that I like, especially because I've been struggling a lot with grief. And so it's just been really hard. So I'm just being honest. It's been really, really difficult. And so I'm trying, and God willing, just the pain will be less and less as time goes by. And so let's just get into my setup. So like I said, this is a pocket Moterm, and I do like it. And so right now I have the ring size is the 19 millimeter ring size. And so as you'll see once I start flipping through it, that a lot of the pages have a hard time turning. And so in the pocket I have nothing, and I won't even bother opening the zipper because I have nothing in there to show you guys. But in here I do have that little card that you guys have seen often. It just says happiness. It has a picture of my husband from a trip that we took to San Francisco to, I think, the Japanese garden. And then it has pictures of our dogs and us. And as you can see, I've had this for a while because even the little heart is faded, but I really like it. And that's from a Disneyland trip that we had, and that's when we first started going out. When we first got married. That's that picture. That first year. And so here what I have is a custom made name image. I don't remember where I purchased it from, so I won't tell you guys the name of the shop because I actually don't remember. It's been a while. So that is my name, and then I'm gonna have to just turn it slowly. Then my word of the year. So in my email, so I signed up for various emails, but one of the emails that I'm signed up for is Dayspring. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it is a faith-based store, and they have journals, and they have Bibles, and all sorts of different things for like home decoration and stuff. And so they emailed me, and they it was a quiz about finding your word of the year based on your faith. And so I took the little quiz, and the word that it gave me as my result for the quiz was transform, which is funny because a couple of days before I was telling my husband that just with everything that was going on, and I just felt like I just needed to change, and that sometimes I was feeling like a caterpillar, and that caterpillars bloom into turn into butterflies eventually. And so it was just crazy but when I got that word, because it just made sense to me that would be a word for me for this year. So that is my word. And then here I have 3 Bible verses that correspond, that I found in the Bible. There's many more, but these are the top 3 that stuck with me about the word transformation. And so I did type them up, See, like right here, it gets stuck. I did type them up and I have them right here. So I'll just zoom in so you guys can see. And I put this on vellum paper. And that way I have it in the back of my word of the year. And see, that's what I'm talking about. The rings are a little too small. And I don't have that much stuff. You know, it actually feels like it's not that much, but I think the rings are really small. So I did order rings. I ordered 2 different rings. I ordered a 30mm ring from Amazon, which should be arriving sometime either today or tomorrow. And then the other thing I ordered was a 25 or 26mm ring from AliExpress. So the AliExpress one should take about a month to get here, which I'm not in a rush. So I'm going to try a 31 first. Some people do say that there's an overhang. So I'm just going to try it out. If I don't like it, then I know at least I have another set coming in that's a little bit smaller. But if it's not too bad, I'll just leave the 30mm in there. But I do feel like I need to trade the rings because the pages are getting stuck and I don't really have that much stuff in here. I actually just kept the minimum 4 sheets. So then this divider is from Marlene's Plans to Create, and she is no longer on Etsy. I know because I looked and she's not available anymore. And so I don't know if I'm going to keep this pocket folder in here or if I'm just going to put a fly leaf in here, like a clear fly leaf where I could put like post-it notes. So depending on what I think I need. So then here I have an index. Instead of putting table of content, I put index because usually when I do a bullet journal, I put an index page. And so that's what I decided to do. And so I have my dividers are based on what I have here, which is my inbox, my calendar, my plans, my personal, my finance, and my list. In my previous setups, I had goals as one of my sections. This time I decided to swap out the goals and do the finance because I really want to focus on my finance this year and just kind of, you know, get rid of debt and pay off my bills and kind of save more. And so I decided that I wanted a section for that. And so my goals you'll see in my list section, and it's just one sheet and it just has a list of my goals that I selected for the year, and that's pretty much it. Then after that I have, let's see, I have to do this really slow because it keeps getting stuck. So here I have my dividers. These are they were also from Marlene's, they're also from Marlene's Plans to Create. They were actually labeled, so they had wording, and because the wording did not match what I wanted this year, I literally just scraped off the label because it was kind of just put on with some kind of like text. I don't know what the material was, but I was able to just scrape it off. And so what I did is I pretty much just made, with my label maker, I put numbers. And then also like it because at any point in my planning system next year, between the year, whatever, if I need to change out the order of, you know, not that I'm planning to, because I think that what I have right now I'm going to keep for the year. But say next year that I decide to, you know, change the order of things, I don't have to relabel it. I can just leave the numbers as they are. And so it's more practical for me. And so going into number 1, it's my inbox. And these covers I made myself. I think I made them on Canva, or either Canva or Word. But they're simple. I just wrote down the cover, the section title, and then I put the number that corresponds to my divider. And then after that, I have a trigger list that is from Vienna Ortiz. And in the front, it's color. On the back, it's in black and white, but it's pretty much the same thing. Here, I have a bunch of to-do sheets from Filofax, and that's what I used to brain dump. Then after I finished brain dumping, I transfer it to my inbox. This one is a custom insert from Simple and Trendy. And so a lot of the inserts, actually, I want to say, other than the ones that I made myself, all the ones that are pre-made are all from Simple and Trendy. And a lot of them are already in her shop, but many of them are actually custom made for me because I needed to change a couple of things about an insert or something, and she helped me with that. So the inbox one, I had seen a couple of different people use inboxes, and they were using like an insert from other shops, and I liked it, but I wanted it a little bit more customized, and so I wanted it to say calendar here, and then I wanted it to say like action needed only for these 4 things here, but then no action is for like my someday maybe, and then my handed off list. And then I wanted to say next actions. So I actually like wanted it a certain way. And so I had her customize it for me, and she's awesome with that. So here's my inbox, and I just have one sheet. I'm only keeping one sheet at a time in here for the inbox. And then I have it slid in case I need to pull it out and then put it back in. These are her list inserts. So she has these already in her shop. And then all I did was with my label maker, I titled them. So I have my next actions, I have my projects, I have my to buy, my someday maybe, and then I have handed off. So these are like where things, projects or things that I can just ask somebody else to do for me, like my husband, or something that he can do. So that is my handed off list. After that, I have my calendar section, and then there's my divider, the cover. This calendar is something I found on Pinterest. It was actually 8.5 by 11 size, and I minimized it. I made it smaller. I resized it, and then what I did was I resized it, and then I printed in pocket size so that I could use it in my planner. And it's actually it was on Pinterest, but the one person who made it is, once you click on the link, it will take you to her website, and it's lovelyplanner.com. So that's the person who made that calendar. And then here's my future log. This one was a custom insert. I used it last year. I had her make one for me last year for 2020. And then I asked her for the one for 2021 because I really like this. It's really practical. And I can put like dates ahead of time here. So this is like my future log, what I would use in a bullet journal. So I have it for the whole year, and I have birthdays right now so far. Then the next thing I have is my monthly inserts. These she has in her shop. So the monthly she has in her shop. The only difference is that in her shop, she has the monthly front to back. So on the front and the back, you'll see the same exact thing. She has the grid, she has blank, and she has line one, I think. I wanted it to just be on one side, and I wanted the back side to be grid. So I had her customize it for me. And so on the back, I have grid. And so I like it because I can write down notes, I can write down goals or to-dos for that month. So here I have the notes, but it also continues. So I like that it says notes, but then it continues all the way to the back. So I really like that. So I have 12 of these for each of the months. And then the next section is my plans, and here's the cover. Then I have my weekly planning checklist, and I kept it really simple. It just says brain dump, look at your goals, look at your inbox and action list, look at your calendar, review your AM PM routine, schedule exercise in your other planners. So I purchased like a $5, it was on sale, and it was like about $5 at my goals. It was a recollections like mini planner, and I'm using that for like health goals and like exercise and tracking my steps and stuff, so that I don't have to do it here. And then it says highlight, I put here highlight my hubby's work days in my calendar, but I'm not highlighting them. I'm actually just circling them. And then pick one area to clean and review at the end of each week. So here I'm using the daily plans. This one is another insert that is hers. She has just like this. It's a daily plans insert. It has a today section, a to-do section, and a note section. And I've been using this one so far, and I really do like it. But let's see. Oop, I forgot to change the bookmark. So as you can see, I have slits on that, so I can just pull it out, and that way I don't have to keep opening and closing the clips. Now this one is for today, and let me put this back in here. Okay, so the next thing I have here is this one. I liked this insert. I really do like it. But I felt like I didn't need all 3 sections. I felt like if it was kind of like just compacted into 2 sections, it would work better for me. And so I asked her to customize this insert for me, so kind of modify it. And so we just kind of left it as 2 sections. So there's just a to-do section. And then as you can see, my notes section is a lot bigger. And so I can write a lot more notes here. So here is where I write down all of my to-dos. So all of the tasks that I actually have to do. But here I write down like anything notes related for that day. It can be like, you know, something that happened, or, you know, something, just anything that is not a task goes right here. And that's pretty much it. And then here on the top, I circle the day, and then I write the date on top. And that's what I've been doing on the other days. So as you can see, like I circle the day and then I write the date on top. So those are my inserts. And right here, I just have a few. Like I try to just keep for like 2 weeks worth. And then I take out 1 week and then I replace and then I put inserts for another one. I don't like to have too many inserts if I don't need them. The next section is my personal section. So here I have this insert is from this printable is from Pinterest. I did the same thing as a calendar. It was a big one and then I just resized it for pocket size, and it just says what's your self-love language, and I wanted this as a cover for the personal because I really want to make sure that I focus on my self-care this year. Like I said, it's been really rough for me, and so I want to make sure that I focus on self-care and take care of me, and I feel like I've been neglecting that, and so I really want to focus on that this year. And so this is where my me section begins. Here I have a health log that I had her make for me, and so this is not in her shop, but she made it for me, so it's just a health log, and that's where I write down, like, if I have appointments or like a therapy. This one says therapy because I am seeing a grief counselor, and so that's helping me a lot. And then here I have a 30-day challenge, because this one is a customized too. She has one similar to it, but it doesn't have it in the box. And so I had her customize it because I wanted it to say reward. In case I do a challenge, then I can reward myself with something. It doesn't have to be something big, just something small. And then here's the 30-day challenge where I can actually like write down, if there's 31 days, I'll just add like a little line here for the extra box or something. But and that's it. But it's just 30 days, and that's using it. It could be for goals or health or whatever I want to do, like a no spend or whatever it is that I need it for. It's just blank. Then the next section is my hubby section, and this I made myself with a Word, and I added clipboard. This one is my dog section. And then this is from Annie Plants Printables. It was an insert she made a while back. It was a dog insert, so I have that here to take down notes for my dogs. I am gonna include a sheet here for my parents. So here I have a little post-it with a little tab for my parents once I add information for them. The next section is my finance section. So here I have a spending checklist that I made myself. I was inspired by someone who made one similar, and I just changed it to whatever I needed it to say. And then this one will be, I'll give you guys this one. It'll be in my freebie section in my Google Drive link that I share. And then there's an how to stop overspending. This one was based on a YouTube that I've been watching a lot of like finance YouTube videos, and there was one that I was talking about, different ways to stop overspending. So I just typed up the notes, the different tips that they suggested. So here's the spending checklist, and then here is the list for how to stop overspending, and it's just 12 different ways to stop overspending. Then the next thing I have is my finance insert. So I covered the ones that are written in because they have personal stuff. So I'll show you guys what they look like blank. This monthly budget is an customized insert that I had Simple and Trendy make for me, and I love how it looks. It's super cute and it's pocket size. And so here I write down like my monthly budget from the income. Here I write down like my total expenses and my savings, and then here's like the estimate that the actual and then the difference for their income, for your expenses and your savings. Then the next insert I have is my bills. This one is another one that was a little bit customized because hers is 2 sections, so you can have 2 bills in one sheet, and I wanted just one big log, so she customized it for me so that I could just have a log bills insert. The next thing in here is another bills insert, and this one she already has it. So as you can see, this one, that's just my spending, but this one is what it looks like. So you can put 2 bills, and then you actually track it by month. So this is a different one. So the one over here, let's see. So she has this one in 2 sections, but then she also has this one where you can track it by month. And so I like it. Then she has an expenses one, and you can write down your expenses here for the month, and then she has a savings insert where you can track your savings. The next thing I have is my list insert, my list section, sorry. And here I have my A to Z index, which I've shared before, and I won't change it because I really love the organization of this section. And so I love my A to Z area. And so I have my A to Z index sheets. So there's 2 of them, and then I just highlight the things that I have in here. So here I have my top tabs. These were from Planner Press, and I just use my label maker to label them. So here I have different lists. Here I have my before I turn 50, birthdays, places I want to see. I have a cleaning schedule, a zone cleaning. Then I have my goals. I have groceries. I have an inventory insert that I had Simple and Trendy make for me. That's what it looks like empty. So it's just an inventory where I'm tracking the oils that I have. And then here I put down the expiration year, so that way I know which ones I have to use before they expire. Then I have makeup products that I use, and then I have a reading log that Simple and Trendy made for me. I requested this insert, so she made it for me so I could track the books I'm reading. Here's my routine. Then here I have my skincare and hair products. And then I have a little information sheet for my thyroid, the different types of tests and different types of other helpful tests that they recommend. And then I have a page lifter from Foxy Fix. And then in the back, I have this information sheet for my dog that has her allergies. And then I have in here, I have my pen that I'm using, which I have been changing it. I was usually using the tool, but right now I'm using the Uniball Signo, and it's the micro one. And it fits here perfectly. And then sometimes I use this Mildliner one. It could be either this one or another one, whatever I have nearby, to just cross off things. And that is pretty much it. That is my setup for right now. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.